Hi, I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design, and today I want to play around with a new prototype that I just now built. I was out in the factory and built two different types. I built one like a BIOS 5 one-piece, and I built this one which is like an atomic center burner. And the one I built like the BIOS 5, I wasn't that impressed with the way it burned. I may be able to work on it and make it work as well as the atomic burns, but I mean as well as the BIOS 5 burns, but it didn't burn all that well. I wasn't that impressed with it. So I built one like the atomic, and that one seems to burn very good, very nice. Burns even better, maybe better than the atomic burns. Real happy with it, and I will probably offer that one in the store. It's like the atomic in that it's a center burner with a thumb screw on the top and the pot stand, but it's a lot ruggeder and just burns a little bit hotter, I think. I'm real happy with that. So, enough of that. Basically, this one you see right here does about the same thing that all this does. And it's a lot lighter, a lot smaller, a lot more efficient. I really get a kick out of these canister stoves. The only thing that they really have going for them is that they're adjustable. And if you're just boiling water, you don't need them. It's just going to run wide open the whole time. But they are adjustable. And besides that, for me personally, that's the only thing is they're adjustable. I'm much happier with the alcohol in the long run, especially when it comes to weight. The canister stoves with the canisters. The stoves themselves, they make some pretty light canister stoves, but I don't know. So I think I've got them down to like just the top part without the canister down to like an ounce or something like that. I've seen them on eBay. Anyway. Had a real busy day today. Had, I think, 7 orders. That's not a lot of orders, but it is a lot of orders for the middle of the week. And they were big orders. I mean, really big. Scary big. So, I got everything out today. I shipped everything today. Everything was out, even the custom orders, all went out. I promised one guy a QMH, used one, and David got the, I think David got the QMH, I sent that out. But I promised another person a QMH, which I thought I had, and when I went out and looked around, I found out that I had miscounted and that I didn't have one. So that's on back order, but I should have some cans in the next few days, and as soon as I get the cans, I'll make one right up and send it out to him. He knows who he is. I'm kind of sorry about that, but you know, I'm human. I make mistakes. But to get these orders out, I really, I used up a lot of my inventory. Ran out of BIOS 5s. I had to stop and build one BIOS 5 to fill an order. Ran out of a bunch of stuff, and I just you know, which is a very inefficient way to do it. I just tooled up and made one just, you know, to get it out. And yesterday I had to tool up, and I think the day before that I tooled up and just made one M2SB base to get an order out. And then the next day I went out and the tooling was still set up, and I made a batch of them. But anyway, long story short, the demand for my product exceeds my ability to build. The stuff, if I don't curb my inventory in the store, I'm selling more stuff than I'm making. So I'm getting, the harder I work, the kinder I get, which is a good thing. And I'm going to have to just buckle down and adjust the inventory in the store. And if something is out of stock, it's out of stock. When it's back in stock, it's back in stock. And I don't do reserve orders. People, when stuff is out of stock, they say, can you put me down on the waiting list? There is no waiting list. When I get them made, they go in the store, and the first guy that clicks on it and buys it, gets it, and that's why I've never done the waiting order thing. unless it's a really custom order where somebody's buying a bunch of stuff. Sometimes I will do that, but not too often. Enough of that. I wanted to give you my thought on this plastic cup, which you can use to drink out of. You can use it to measure it as increments inside. You can use it to hold stuff. You can make coffee with it. Also, one of the other things I use it for, you've seen me do it a million times. If my BIOS 5 is still at fuel in it, I put that over it and put it out. But then when you go to dump the fuel out of the BIOS 5, it comes out to jets and drools and drips. It's an awful mess. So what I do is I just tilt it up and hold it over the cup and let all the alcohol come out the jets and go into the cup. And then I take the top off the bottle and pour it from the cup back into the bottle. And it works pretty good that way. You probably want to rinse it out with a little water before you drink out of it, but, you know, here or there. If you leave it alone for 5 minutes, it's going to evaporate and be gone anyway. Yeah, this not only is this a nice stove, a long burning stove, center burner, so it works well with small pots as well as large pots. I'm really happy with this stove. And the crimp around the bottom with this thicker metal is just dreamy. I showed it to a guy tonight. There was somebody, one of my brother-in-law was in the shop, and when I did the crimp, I showed it to him, and he was blown away. It's just like, wow, that's nice. It's a good, strong crimp. It's a little stronger, quite a bit stronger aluminum, quite a bit better stove. And I can tell you, I don't often get impressed by stove design, but this particular one I'm very happy with. And fortunately, it's with the new bottle, so when the old bottle is gone, I can still make this stove. Now, on the subject of the BIOS 5, which I told you when they quit making them and I run out of them, I'm going to stop making the BIOS 5. But what I've done is, I've taken all the products on my website that require one of these bottles, like the carry cases for the Elite, and anything else that's made out of one of these, the Elite carry cases and the BIOS carry cases. There's some other stuff too made out of these. I've taken those all off, so the only thing I'll be making with that bottle is the BIOS 5 from now on. And I believe with what I've acquired that I have enough to go for at least another year, depending on what sales, depending on how sales are. I've acquired a large number of these, and still am acquiring them as time goes by. So I don't think there's going to be a problem with this for at least another year. This has come out, I had some real cold tap water in this, a little over 2 cups, and it's at a good rolling boil right now. And just went out. I don't know how much I put in, I just squirted some in. I think probably about 3/4 of an ounce by the look of it. But yeah, that's a good stove. I'm real happy with that. So, I think that's everything for this video. I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, try to have some fun today, and try to have a really great day. Bye-bye.